So, according to Sports in Spain, Lionel Messi has won his 8th Ballon d'Or award. And if that is the case, congrats to him. It means Haaland misses out. And I'll give you reasons as to why this is a great decision for football, even if it is the last hurrah for Messi. So, please like, share, comment and subscribe. And let's get into this video. So, I don't know how Sports have found this out, but apparently Messi has won his 8th Ballon d'Or. I don't know if they've managed to see the final results or something, but they're saying he has. Whether that's true or not, we'll have to see whenever the awards are. But I'm pretty sure the Ballon d'Or timeline is between August 2022 and sometime in like June this year. So that includes the World Cup. And with the way Messi played in the World Cup, you have to give it to him. I know Haaland has won the treble. I know Haaland broke the Premier League goal scoring record in his first season. He broke the 38 game record and the 42 game season record. He broke those two records in his first season and he won the treble. However, for Haaland, number one, this is facts by the way. This is factors what I'm about to spit. This guy has very little technical ability compared to his peers. From previous winners of the Ballon d'Or to players right now, he doesn't have as much technical ability. Now, Pep has improved them to a certain extent, but you can only do so much. Number two, where was he in the big matches in the Champions League semis and the Champions League final? He didn't score in the FA Cup final either. So there's that. Rodri was the one that showed up in the Champions League final for Man City. Haaland he was nowhere to be seen. And for Messi, this is like a last hurrah for him because, again, he's moved to the MLS. He's retired now, pretty much. He's enjoying life. He can toy with anyone he wants now with all these players who are substandard compared to the European standard. And for the career he's had, to have this 8th Ballon d'Or is a great achievement because despite the fact that the Ballon d'Or can be seen as a popularity contest because people can have favours done for them and, they vote for their favourite players. They may not even vote for the objectively speaking best player of the season, which is now how it is, like best player of the season instead of the calendar year. So there may be some favouritism going on, but for sure, Messi, I think, does deserve this award purely based on the World Cup. In Ligue 1, he flopped miserably. So you cannot use that as a thing in his benefit because he didn't do much there. In the Champions League, again, he flopped with PSG. Haaland won the Champions League, but the World Cup is a bigger competition and more prestigious and more important and more crucial competition than the Champions League. So that blows the Champions League out of the water. Yes, Haaland and City won the treble, but if you're going to suggest someone to win the Ballon d'Or, it should be Rodri over Haaland because of how crucial he is and how clutch he was for City at certain points in the season, such as the Champions League final. And even look at City now. They played against Arsenal just before the international break and they had no Rodri in that midfield. And look, they lost. Whereas Messi, Argentina, for sure do not win that World Cup without Messi. Now, Messi had a record of no knockout goals in the World Cup throughout all his attempts at the World Cup, throughout all his time at the World Cup. And along with Cristiano Ronaldo. But that changed this season, or last season. It changed at the last World Cup. Man was scoring goals. And it was coming clutch as well with these goals. So that already, in a way, puts Rodri on a certain plane, a certain path, a certain level to Messi. Obviously, Messi did it in a World Cup, but Rodri did it in a crucial season for a treble-winning team. Haaland wasn't doing that. He was scoring goals regularly and breaking records, scoring hat-tricks and all that, scoring like 4 or 5 goals in a Champions League match. But did he score in the final? No, he didn't. He didn't come clutch. The team didn't need him to score. Rodri was there. Gundogan was there in the FA Cup final, scoring a double. Messi in the final scored 2 goals, but you could argue Di Maria was a more important player, especially in the first half, for sure, because he scored the second goal. And Di Maria, again, in the Copa America, he was the one that came clutch, not Messi. But Messi in the World Cup was absolutely pivotal for Argentina. Absolutely pivotal, because look at what Lautaro Martinez was doing. He was trying to sabotage the team. If it wasn't for Messi and Di Maria, these men would have lost. You're telling me Lautaro Martinez is going to lead Argentina to a World Cup? Is that what you're telling me? especially how he was playing back then. No way. Man almost sabotaged his own country and sabotaged Inter Milan in that Champions League final. So there's no way they would have won with Lautaro Martinez as a main striker, as the talisman, the guy to lead the country to World Cup glory. No way. So there's that difference between the two. Messi was more crucial for the overall success of a team, especially on an international level, than Haaland was for Man City in the Champions League. Now, the question is whether Haaland will win it if he continues and has a great season. Will he win the Ballon d'Or next year? Because Messi's now out of it. The same way Cristiano's out of it because he plays in Saudi Arabia and he hasn't really done much in terms of overall in football. Yes, he's doing well. Yes, he's doing well in the Saudi Pro League and still scoring goals for Portugal. So shout out to him. But he's not playing in Europe anymore. Messi was still playing in Europe last season and he was balling out for Argentina. So for me, it's a no-brainer that Messi has to win this Ballon d'Or. If he didn't win the World Cup, then yeah, Haaland, yeah, it's all for you. Either Haaland or Rodri. Because, again, Rodri, I'd say is more important for Man City than Haaland. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. Do you think Messi's Ballon d'Or or supposed Ballon d'Or win, his 8th one, is deserved? Or do you think that Haaland or Rodri should have won it instead of Messi? Do you think the World Cup tax is a bit too heavy for the consideration of a Ballon d'Or, or do you think that no, it's fine? Messi led his country to a World Cup, he captained them to a World Cup, he scored in the crucial moments, he scored in the penalty shootout, and Argentina got their 3rd star after beating France. And let me just say this, Messi's now going to have to fly back to France, collect that trophy in the faces of the French, and then fly back to America with that 8th and potentially final Ballon d'Or. You know how crazy that is? After beating them in the World Cup final, he has to come back again and be in their faces and, you know, remind them that, yo, I dunked on your country and I got that 3rd star for my country and I'm going to get my 8th Ballon d'Or and there's nothing you can do about it. Now, how funny that is. So yeah, please like, share, comment and subscribe. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Goodbye.